This bacon and egg lasagna would be perfect for Sunday brunch, today on YoyoMax12.
Let's see what's cooking, let's get the facts. Let's see what's cooking, it's time for YoyoMax12.
Hi everyone, so starting off in a large skillet, I fried up half a pound of bacon. I removed the bacon, left a little bit of the drippings in the pan, and added 1/2 of a large onion. Stirred that around until the onion was translucent. Added a little bit of salt and pepper, about 1/6 of a cup or a couple of tablespoons of flour. Stir that around, and then I added 2 cups of milk. Continue to stir this over medium heat until it got thick and bubbly, and you can see how the texture changes. It thickens up quite a bit. And then we're going to set that aside. Keep in mind I'm making a half recipe here. The recipe I'll give you in the description box is for a very large lasagna. This is a smaller one. This is an 8 by 10 inch baking dish. I've greased it with cooking spray. I'm just putting a spoonful of the sauce on the bottom. Then I'm adding 2 lasagna noodles. Now the lasagna noodles are too long for that pan, so I cut the ends off. And as it turns out, when you take those end pieces and cut them in half, they fill up the little gap that's left next to the 2 noodles. Then you arranged sliced hard-boiled eggs over top. That's 2 eggs. And then 1/3 of that bacon that you fried up before starting this recipe. And then some cheese. I'm putting a handful of Swiss cheese. You can use whatever kind of cheese you want. And then finally, you're adding 1/3 of the sauce that's left. If the sauce starts to thicken up too much while it's sitting, just add a little bit of milk and give it a stir just to thin it out a little bit. So once the sauce is on, you put a second layer of noodles. Same idea. If the noodles are too long, you just cut them off, and you can use those noodles to put along the side. 2 more sliced boiled eggs. That's my little egg slicer. It's one of the most useful kitchen gadgets that I have. Just arrange those on top. Then you're going to add more bacon, more cheese, and then another layer of noodles. And then repeat. And this is the final layer. You're going to put the rest of the sauce that's left, the last 1/3. Then I was taking it away to put it in the oven, and then I realized I forgot the Parmesan cheese. The recipe asks for some grated Parmesan on the top, the very top. Now you bake it at 350 degrees for about 35 to 40 minutes or until bubbly and light brown on the top. Now what I did was, after I assembled it, I put some plastic wrap on it, put it in the refrigerator. It sat there overnight, and then the next day I baked this in the oven for breakfast that day. It's a great lasagna. It tastes just like lasagna. It is quite heavy. It's not something you would going to want early in the morning, but it would be perfect as part of a Sunday brunch if you're having some family over. Thanks for watching. Hope you give it a try. I do have a few other breakfast type videos on my channel. I've assembled them all in a breakfast food playlist. So if you're interested in seeing those, you just have to click on your screen, or you can look in the description box to link to the playlist. Bye-bye.